All praises to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is the Israelite Prepper. After a long, long day at work, I met with this article. I'll show you where it's from. It's The Guardian. It is a Canadian newspaper. What are we doing? What are we doing? The title of this says, Atheist Pastor Sparks Debate by Irritating the Church into the 21st Century. Brethren, this is a female atheist pastor in Canada. Where do we even begin? Female atheist pastor. Let me give you a little bit of this article. All right, it starts, okay, there is not one mention of God during the 70-minute service at Toronto's West Hill United Church. Bibles are nowhere to be seen. The large steel cross, one of the few remaining religious symbols in this church, is hidden behind a cascade of rainbow streamers. But that is perhaps to be expected in a church led by an avowed atheist. Yeah. Quote, I do not believe in a theistic supernatural being called God, says Greta Vosper. Greta Vosper. In the United Church of Canada, minister who has led West Hill since 1997, quote, I don't believe in what I think 99.99% of the world thinks you mean when you use that word. God is instead a metaphor for goodness and a life lived with compassion and justice. Vosper's outspoken commitment to a seemingly clashing set of beliefs has prompted turmoil in the open-minded United Church of Canada. Really? A progressive Christian denomination that began ordaining women in Canada 80 years ago for decades has allowed openly gay men and women to lead ministries. The church has been left questioning its boundaries. What boundaries? What boundaries? In the coming weeks, an unprecedented review will be carried out to determine whether Vosper can stay on as a minister. As its most basic level, the review will ask a simple question that likely to yield a complicated answer. Can the United Church of Canada have an atheist minister? Well, she's been there since 97, so apparently, yeah. For the 100-strong congregation at West Hill, the answer is an unabashed yes. Stripped of God and the Bible, church. No God, no Bible. Okay, stripped of God and the Bible, services are light on religious doctrine and instead emphasizes moral teachings. The services begins with a nod to the First Nations land on which the church stands and goes on to mention human rights in Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Palestine. Global concern is coupled with community building, with members invited to share significant moments of the past week. Somebody said, I've lost 25 pounds in the past 5 months, announced one man shyly, and each revelation meets with applause. A tall totem pole graces the front of the church, and more than half the pews have been changed out for more comfortable pews. The median age of the congregation is around 60 years, but members range from toddlers to teenagers to Jack and a 4-year-old mutt who sniffs around in the back row. Vosper was ordained in 1993, during which she was asked if she believed in God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. She said yes, speaking metaphorically. Some 8 years later, vexed by the archaic language, imagery, and stories of the Bible, she delivered an off-the-cuff sermon in which she deconstructed the idea of God. Our hymns and our prayers and the way that we did things, they all reinforce this belief of a supernatural divine being who intervenes in human affairs. She says, I just took it apart, and I was not willing to continue to let my congregation think that I believed in that kind of God. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. What I mean, come on. I can't do this. I can't do this. What is this? What is this? This is a joke, people. This is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. I'm sorry, my hair's. This has been a long day. Okay, this is the end of the night. What, man. Come on. What do we do? Female atheist pastor. No God, no Bible. We just talk about morals. I don't even know where to begin as far as the problems. I don't even know where to begin. Let's take a shot at it. You don't believe in God. Okay, so every Sunday, what exactly do you talk about? Morality. Morality based on what? By whom's standards? Who decides what's morally right or morally good if there's no absolutes? There's no higher power, there's no lawgiver, there's no morality. Morality is just how someone feels. No morality. Okay? So you can't talk about, since you threw the Bible out, you can't talk about sin, because there's no such thing as sin. There goes morality. You can't talk about salvation, because what are you getting salvation from? For, and who are you getting salvation from? Then what is the... Man... You hear this? Did you hear this? This... Where do you even go? Where do we even go with this? This is absurd. It's ridiculous. You know how many people out there, you've been hoodwinked, you've been bamboozled. Okay? This is a farce. Okay? This is a farce. What is this? This is a farce. And there's people out there falling for this. People out there actually falling for this. I'm not shocked. It's just that it's a joke. That's all I'm saying. It's man. Check out the article for yourself. This is what are we doing, man? Israelite Prepper, what say you?